We are now live on Instagram. So I'm here for a Stoop visit with Carlo and Willow and Gretchen. And they are one of our first ever Stoop Story families from back in April when, hey, people are already joining, when we first started doing this project. So we came back to see how things have been going since we first visited. So how are you guys doing?
We are good.
Great. I was going to say we're doing great.
You're doing great.
Lots of stuff afoot.
Lots of stuff afoot. Moving,
Moving to a new place.
healthy.
Good, you're healthy now. Yeah, you had COVID at the beginning, right? What was that like?
Yeah, we think I did. It was supposed. They weren't testing.
We couldn't hug.
We couldn't
But now I
hug.
can hug.
Oh, now you can hug. And you got, how's it been? What's changed since the beginning of the lockdown till now? Just briefly, I know you just told
One
me.
thing that has changed.
We're moving. And I lost a tooth.
And she lost a tooth. That's pretty much all that it's been. Not much else.
You're moving to a new stoop.
We're moving to a
Yes.
new stoop.
It's true. It's
But we're
true.
not
3
moving on
blocks
to the
away.
stoop.
Willow and we officially, the deadline is August 7th, but we officially have now registered Willow for 100% remote learning. So come the new school year, Willow will not be going into school.
Right.
Wow, that's a big
that's
change. That's a very big change.
Third grade will be at.
Yeah.
How does that sound? The whole third grade.
People are giggling and laughing. I am Power. Hi, I am Power.
I've got to think
People
of that.
passing. Hello. Sorry. Brooklynites. You what? What? So what do you,
I need to think about it more actually now that I know for the whole third grade. Like, I want to make some new friends and, like, see other people in there.
It might not be the whole third grade.
I hope it's a
okay, you'll still get to
You might
see.
get to go to school eventually.
That's good. That's good.
We'll figure it out.
An option.
What happened?
She keeps poking herself with her
Are you
stick.
poking
Sharp
yourself
stick.
with this?
Yes.
So yeah, what
I very
happened?
sharpened it
What
up.
happened here last night? Tell us what happened. There's like a giant
We're not really sure. That's
thing in
like
the
this
street.
old tree that the city has been called about, a few times.
Yeah, these trees are losing their branches.
Oh
all the time.
no.
Thankfully, no one was out when it happened.
Tree-lined streets. And so, yeah, thank God. So now you're playing with the branches, Willow? You're making things and
A spear.
She's
a
been
spear. Power girl.
It's actually very sharp. It actually feels like it could maybe cut me. It's very sharp.
Oh,
It
don't
hurts
do
a
that.
bit.
Caution.
It
Caution. No,
Don't
don't do
get
that.
on our street because we're doing the limbo on our caution tape.
Oh, you're limboing under this thing?
Yes,
Very cool.
you're
You
limboing.
gonna show me?
There goes the limbo.
There goes the limbo.
Limbo.
Awesome.
She was trying to get everybody who walked by to
We'll,
say.
we'll
Aw.
see where we are in 3 more months, right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Oh,
right?
when it's coming,
Yeah, I'll be
people
back in
don't
3
run
months.
away.
It's gonna be like for the rest of your life. I'll be.
Yeah, 3 months, our 3 months check-in.
Do you know that documentary 7 Up? They went back every 7 years to the same and these kids and watched them grow up until
Yes.
they were in their like 60. I don't even know. They're still doing
Are
it.
you committing to that right now?
No. Oh hey Sarah. Sarah, one of our other Stoop Story moms is on from Brooklyn Heights. Do you know Sarah? I'm not saying last names, otherwise you could try to. Oh, I am Power says nice. So what's it been like to be part of Stoop Stories?
It's been really, really, really fun.
It's been very Brooklyn.
Not
It's a
fun.
very
I
Brooklyn thing.
love
That-
it.
that-
I was excited the moment I saw it. It's the things like the clapping at 7 o'clock and this. I feel like are the things that for me have helped me feel like we're in it together. Yeah, good.
Aww.
And I love seeing all the other families. There's some that I'd like to get to know
Oh wow.
Some, like,
that I've seen.
Oh yeah, there should be like a Stoop Stories reunion and get together
Oh, it's in the works.
when we can.
So which stories did you read where you resonated? I mean, if you remember any.
The single mom, and there were other families that looked a little like us that I was like, be nice to get to know them.
It's a good place to be able to to connect with some of our people.
And with the single mom, do you mean the one at the very beginning?
No, there was someone
Or recently? Eve.
Yeah, that's her.
In Gowanus.
I liked Eve.
Nice. So you're connecting with people in the stories and like
Yeah.
you want to know them better.
I do. Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything else that you guys want to see more of in Stoop Stories? Like what kinds of stories and people would you like to see more of?
Activists. I mean, there were activists on there. I would like to hear their stories.
It's interesting for me. Brooklyn Stoops are all about like. I was born in Brooklyn, and we had block parties, and the Stoops are the place where you could have the older generation here, you could have the next generation here, you could have the really young kids down here.
Yeah.
So maybe some generational, like multi-generational representation would feel
I love that.
good.
I love that idea. Oh, Dino, who I went to school with and was featured the other day, Dino and Lindsay and their kids.
Okay.
He says, Stoop Stories reunion. Yup.
Yep. All good.
Hey, Dino. Where did you grow up? Where in Brooklyn?
Oh, Herkimer Street between Nostrand and what was the other cross street? Gosh, I can't remember the other cross street. Yeah, anybody out there from Herkimer?
Anybody? Isn't it very Brooklyn to say the cross streets?
Yeah, it's very Brooklyn to say the cross streets because at least when I was growing up, it wasn't all about it wasn't about Bushwick, East Bushwick versus Williamsburg versus South Williamsburg versus, it was just like which street did you grow up in? Unless you were talking about a different kind of separation, you were really just talking about which street.
I grew up Bergen between Bond and Hoyt. I just gave away my. Oh god. Yeah, but it's actually all of New York, right? We always have to say the cross streets. If you don't say the cross streets, people get pissed. I have to go to Google Maps. What?
No, it would be like someone saying,
Big
like, "Oh,
Black
where did you grow up?"
Pants.
I grew up on Atlantic Avenue.
And yeah, Atlantic
that's
goes
the
all the way to
entire borough of
Queens.
Brooklyn.
Yes, exactly. It says a lot.
Yeah.
Willow, I can see your butt. No, I didn't mean your real butt. I just meant through the material. Sorry, I'm being silly. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. I know we've been here a while. We're interviewing this. Hi, Sandy. Oh my God, another Sandy Stolzman, an amazing photographer, has just joined us, ladies and gentlemen. And Big Black Pants is in the house. Hi, Sandy. So we're visiting with this family, Carlo, Gretchen, and Willow, that we met in April, early in the lockdown, and now we're coming back to see how they're doing and talking all things COVID and race and everything under the sun. Aw, Sandy says,
Caught us
aw.
on the day before we're moving.
Yeah,
to
just
a
in.
new address.
Wow. So we're gonna have to make this. Yeah, we'll have to see you at your new stoop.
Yeah, come
Brand
see
new
us.
Stoop.
It's pretty. It's got a white door
Nice.
and it's red.
Oh, what's it been like to be on the block that City MD is on when they started doing all the COVID testing right on this corner?
Can I say something about? I'm going to interrupt that.
Yes.
The
Okay.
great thing about being on the same block with City MD is that when we started doing the 7 o'clock claps,
Yeah.
there's people who live in the same building. Like they would come out on their roof and play music and cheer on the City MD workers, and the City MD workers could then come out and be like face to face with the whole block and receive that gratitude.
Say goodbye, though.
Bye, Willow. Bye. You're getting tired of us? We're almost done.
So that's been a cool thing about it.
That's very
Got to,
cool.
But yeah, when there were the long lines, I felt like I needed to close my windows. and we have to walk, around. But it's slowed down.
Yeah.
It's slowed down.
How has it been being in Brooklyn during this time?
At first, I wanted out. Then I was glad I stayed. And now I'm really glad we left.
Thank goodness for Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm really glad it's not Texas or Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yay!
And there's something about I can stop too.
No, it's okay. If
You're like, I can keep
you have
going.
something.
Like I'm just thinking about how when you talk to people outside of Brooklyn and they're like not believers or like how incredibly
Not believers meaning like they think it's not really that big of a deal.
yeah, and it's like they don't want to hear that this was real, so like it's such a weird experience with family and like it's like I'm so glad we're here. Didn't leave. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have family elsewhere that don't believe what's happening is real?
Michigan.
Out in
Oh.
the very, very, very rural areas of Michigan.
Yeah.
Where people are like miles away from each other. And
They think it's the same as the flu or like, don't wear masks.
Hey, Berberdash. Yeah, it's a very different experience for people in rural areas.
Yeah.
But I would hope that they could believe what's happening. It's pretty it's pretty real for everyone here in the cities.
It's really real, yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for talking. It was great to visit again. Mwah. Bye, guys, and bye Willow from inside. Thanks everybody for joining. Bye.